Hello everyone, welcome back to Automotive History through Diecast. I'd like to take a moment, please ask everyone to like and subscribe that's watching. Today I only have 4 cars to show, but the one has a pretty cool story, a background story to it, so I figured it'd probably be a long enough video with just the 4 cars. So I got this Auto World. I'm not a huge Dodge Challenger fan. Obviously, I appreciate them. They have a ton of horsepower. But being a GM guy, you know. But I want to read this to you. The color scheme is a tribute to the original paint chip code, CUDA, that appeared in the 1970 Pontiac brochure, all 25 colors that were offered. Teaming up with C6 Detroit, Dodge offers a custom wrap that could be applied to the 2023 Dodge Challenger with all 14 high-impact colors. So they went from 25 to 14. They just picked the high-impact colors. So you could go to your Dodge dealer right now, buy this Hellcat Red Eye, and they will wrap it so it looks like someone painted it with a roller, 15 different colors. But it's cool. It's, you know, all the, like, well-known, the purples, the lime green, the orange, you know, all those crazy colors. Here's the Destroyer Gray, all those crazy colors that everyone likes. So this next one is the one with the story, and I found this really, really interesting. They call this the Black Ghost. Now, the Black Ghost was a 70 Challenger RT. And they're doing a tribute one. And the Black Ghost was uncommon because it had gator skin on the top of the roof, which is going to be really hard to show. I think you see it right there. So let me read this and then tell you why it's an interesting story. The Last Call Black Ghost Edition pays homage to a legendary 1970 RT owned by a Detroit police officer, Godray Quills. The original 1970 Black Ghost was painted black with a gator skin vinyl top. Its lore became almost mythical as it appeared at night to dominate street racing before again vanishing into the night. So I found this story interesting because the story that I watched on YouTube, you can look up the Black Ghost on YouTube, and the story is told by his son. He's been passed away. He passed away, unfortunately, from cancer. And his son interviews his friends and all this, and he even talks about when his dad sat him down to talk to him about this car. Well, his son is not into cars. He just knew that his dad had this old car in the garage. So the story goes, this guy was in Vietnam. He was a parachuter, thrill seeker type guy, came back, became a police officer, and kind of was itching to do something to bring back that thrill from, thrill's not the right word, thrill of being in an army, but I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say. But he goes out and he buys this Hemi Challenger. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a bad ass car, okay? In 1970, this was a really fast car. If you're a muscle car buff and you've looked into it, supposedly the 1970 Chevelle 454 SS was the fastest built muscle car in the 70s. But this was no slump. So he told his son he did go out, street racing, and he beat a lot of cars. And then he'd put it away for a while, and then he'd come out again and put it away for a while. And then it broke or something, and he put it in the garage and really never did anything with it. So before his father passed, he told him, that car is worth some money. So don't just give it away. I think he knew his son wasn't going to keep the car. So his son, for a living, makes videos for companies to try to sell things. So that's what he does for a living. He videos things. You know, have you ever seen a montage of something to get you to buy a car or kind of stuff like that? So, but you don't know that when you're watching the video. So he's interviewing his buddies, and his buddies saying how fast the car was, and they beat everyone, and you know. And he interviews a couple other street racers, and oh yeah, I got beat by that car, and then I tried racing them again, and I could never find them. Blah blah blah. Well, he winds up getting the car restored, and Dodge hears about it and hears about the story. Well, this guy puts it through the auction, and because of his video and all the hype, it sells for $1 million. So I was like, that is an awesome story. I mean, I have a car that I plan on passing down to my kids. I mean, that's just awesome. I mean, his son is taken care of now, you know. So I didn't think much of it. And you know how YouTube is. If you watch one thing, they keep recommending things. Well, next day I'm on there and I see, why is the Black Ghost a scam? And I'm like, what? So I click on it, and they're explaining that back in the 70s, there were all these like pro stock street cars racing on the streets. There were engineers from GM, Ford, and Dodge building their own custom street race cars. So a stock Dodge Hemi would not have been the baddest car out there. But it makes an awesome story, and it makes an awesome connection with him and his dad. So that was why I had to have it. I hope I didn't ramble on too long, but like I said, to me, sometimes the story is cooler than the car. So that's those two. I'm not going to open those. I want to keep them in the package. And then we got the two new Kiado houses. This is the Skyline R34, and then this is the big dog that everyone's been waiting for. This thing is beautiful. This is the NSX version 1. All right, let me pause so I can get them out of the boxes, and we'll put them on the turntables and talk about them. All right, I'm back. So here's the R34, and it's cool. I just think the body kit is just way too big, and I think Kiado House agrees, because I heard they're going to make a smoother like the R33. They're going to smooth out this body kit on this 34. But either way, it's an awesome looking car. The detail on these are amazing. Yes, they are $25, but I think you get your money's worth. The hood opens. I mean, those wheels are just amazing. I wish Kiado would just sell their wheels so you could use them for customs. And here is the big one. Oops, excuse me. Look at that thing. Just beautiful. Beautiful red. Nice body kit on it. Again, wheels are amazing. This one doesn't have much of a cage. I don't think it has any cage in it. But this back opens. So if I put it down, it'll close, but both parts open. See the little VTEC motor in there? But see, there's this clear part. So both those parts open, which is cool to have. Almost like two moving parts. But yeah, this car is super nice. They did an amazing job on this. If you haven't bought a Kiado and you're thinking about it, this would be a perfect one to get. There was one more awesome feature I just remembered. It has a little lever right there. Right there. And the headlights come up. Not a whole lot, but they still are up. See right there? So yeah, So kind of like the Tomica, there's a little switch on the bottom to make the headlamps come up. So they are just getting more and more advanced with these, and it's still the $25, which is just amazing. All right, well, I appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.